Yes, good. How is everyone? Welcome to the first episode of Internet of Things, where I'm going to be taking you through a few things which we shall cover from here. Now, we are going to talk about the introduction, understand I.O.T. Why do we want it? Uh, its applications, uh, about it, and maybe give you some examples and challenges. Then we conclude. This is basically what we shall look at now. Now, what is an I.O.T? We can see an I.O.T can be a system of devices, maybe connected to the internet with the ability of maybe to collect and exchange data from users. Yeah, or environment with no human intervention. Yeah, with Internet of Things, this is I.O.T. For example, connecting devices. As I've said, you can connect this device to another. Yeah, when it is on a network. That is simply what we mean by I.O.T. So, yeah, still with I.O.T, we shall now go ahead and see why do we need it, why do we want to learn it. But before that, we can see an episode. These are examples of Internet of Things. This one works on a simple operation. I don't operate it, but it's networked. Yeah. So the device or the thing in the I.O.T could be any device embedded with electronics, maybe software and other sensors like smart refrigerator, yeah, a smart air conditioner, yeah, lights in a household, connected security systems, or even a person with a heart monitor or an automobile phone. Yeah, these are all internet connected devices based on an I.O.T. So yeah, that is it. So why do we need I.O.T? We need I.O.T simply because we are lazy. Yeah, we are lazy, and other countries are getting beyond us. Yeah, other countries are getting beyond us. For example, you can talk about the United States of America. There are people beyond. They are using very many devices which are networked or uh, connected to the internet. Even people are using wireless nowadays, you can imagine. So we need this because we want to automate everything. We want to control everything currently. Yeah, we want to control everything in real time. We want to controlling things remotely. Yeah, we want to see data in bulky. Yeah, or in real time. That's what we mean. So that's the reason as to why we need I.O.T. Now about I.O.T, we see that sensors are filtered like filtered everywhere across every device. Yeah, that's about it. And it may be collecting like real-time data consistency. This is about Internet of Things, what we are explaining from here as I.O.T. Yeah. Still, every device needs like its unique ID. For example, for communication, which make unique ID for maybe communication, because it can be maybe identified from can be identified using ID. So that is just to make communication simple and precise. That is just about I.O.T. So let's go to another chapter. and we are still kicking on with Internet of Things. Yeah, and maybe let me tell you something. It's possible to assign it's possible to assign addresses to all the the devices in the world. Yeah, because we have the IP version 6, that is the Internet Protocol version 6. It can be described in maybe 2 power 128, that is 128 is in bits, so it's different from a 32 IP version 4. So the size of IPv6, that is Internet Protocol version 6, address is in 128 bits, as I've said. Yeah, but tons of data are collected from devices all over the world. Yeah, where could we store things for the huge sums of data? The answer is still in the cloud, because in the cloud computing, you can store your data in the cloud, so that in case you lose your device, you cannot complain that I lost my data, because you can still back it out from cloud. Yeah, so we see that the data collected from devices is quite large and complex. That becomes difficult. Yeah, it becomes difficult to analyze using traditional data. Yeah, processing techniques, that one we call maybe big data. Yeah, big data, because we can have complex, huge data, and maybe we have big records of content. That is just in big data. It's just a simple chip I've given you, but we are talking about I.O.T. Yeah, so let me give you some little brief history of I.O.T. Yeah, we see according to different researchers, they are researching different information about I.O.T. But in this first episode, this is what you are going to learn. I.O.T. is coined by Kevin Ashton. That was in 1999. Yeah, yeah. Example 1982. Coke machine at Kanjin, Melton University. Those are universities which started first internet activities, but we are getting there. So that is a philosopher who in that university who started finding out information about I.O.T. and was connected to internet, which reported its inventory and temperature. Basically, that's a little brief history of I.O.T. Yeah. So before we go to the next chapter, let's look at the applications in even 2020. The applications of Internet of Things is the next thing we are going to look at. So the first one is building and home automation. Yes, it's a good application of I.O.T. Actually, nowadays, different homes in the world. Let me tell you one thing. Different homes in the world have internet, maybe remote homes, or internet, everywhere internet access. Because if you talk about automation, everything is done by the machines, and that is it. And this one, I think it will cause unemployment, because if people don't study and the world is going networked, automatically people will be unemployed, and we should fight and get good different applications like this. So you can have remote, robots are there. You can order food, they give you food. Robot can clean the home, it can detect that it is dirty. Yeah, basically those are applications. First one application of IoT. Then we have medical and health. These days we have 3D printing. 3D printing, these days they can scan maybe blood cells. If you're having a different disease like cancer, they can easily look and find out which cell is affected using connected devices on a network. Yeah. The third application we have is smart transportation. These days we have automatic self-driving cars. Yeah, I like this because in the next maybe 1 year to come, I should have a self-driven car. Personalizing me. So yeah, and maybe lastly we have smart manufacturing. Everything has gone smart because we design smart applications, smart automations, smart self-driven cars, smart everything. That is, the world has gone internet of things and everywhere. Yeah, yeah. So let me give you some examples of IoT. Yeah, I want to give you some examples of IoT. One, we have smart traffic cameras. Smart traffic camera. This one monitors the road for maybe accidents, how detecting that an accident is going to happen, or no, it notifies you a message. You get the message from your smart car. Yeah, whether the condition is going to be tougher or the car is almost losing control. This is smart tracking. Yeah, detecting. Everything has gone smart. Yeah, we have different examples. For example, smart cities. You can see a smart city. Everything is smart. For example, the cars are programmed. For example, no accident if the distance is almost causing an accident for the drivers. The message can be sent to you, and it notifies you that an accident is almost happening, and the car can stop because it is a smart city. Yeah, smart cities, smart transportations, smart everything. Yeah. So let's look at some challenges of IoT. Yeah, I know the first challenge is sensing a complex environment. For sure, it is quite a challenge in IoT because for us, the developers, the designers, and the innovators of networks, this is still a challenge because finding innovative ways to sense and deliver, yeah, information from maybe physical world to the cloud is still a challenge, and I know the coming technologies can keep working that day by day. And that is first challenge we have in IoT. Now we have another challenge of called the connectivity. Here we see variety of wired and maybe wireless standards are required to maybe get different applications of connecting standards. This is like when you talk about standards, there are different standards in IoT. For example, we can talk about wired and wireless standards. Yeah, These ones can involve uh, wireless applications. What does the wireless and wired application need? Yeah, another challenge is power. Yeah, when we talk about power, many applications, IoT applications, need to run for years and years and years, but power can be limited, and it can tend to become a challenge for big machines to run for a much longer time. This is still a challenge, but the designers and the developers, uh, like me, we are still working upon that, and in the next 5 years, the world will be in IoT and different computing technologies designed by us and the developers. And you, the one watching, you have to appreciate and join us and come together. Another challenge is security. This one we see as protecting maybe users' privacy, manufacturers' information, uh, and IP blocking malicious activities. For example, hacking. You can security. When you talk about security generally, this is how safe and how secure is maybe your application, maybe your system, maybe your something you are coming up with. How is it going to be secure? So security is still one of the undergoing uh, challenges which are still in the Internet of Things. So we have the next challenge, that is complexity, something complex. It can be hard to understand, but complexity, maybe we shall see that IoT applications developed needs to be easier for all developers, not just experts. Yeah, should be easier for me, should be easier for you, should be easier for all of us, because we need to socialize and use these things before our time comes, because the world has gone to extreme. Internet everywhere, smart cars, smart everything has gone smart. That's why those days we didn't have smartphones. Now we can hold smartphones by hands. This is the world is transforming from remote world to the technological world. So guys, maybe as I conclude, I want to talk about a few things to summarize this out, and I hope you'll follow next time when I drop another video. So I want to say something on Internet of Things, maybe what I've not said. IoT can help innovate new processes and initiatives that could transform, businesses, lives, and the world. You can change your life from where you are to a new life. Yeah, that one is possible, because today you are not the same. Tomorrow you will be someone else. You'll be sitting in a smart operated house. Yeah, everything is smart. You can drive a smart car. Yeah, you can be in a smart city. Everything is possible for you. Yeah, another thing, we are also trying to understand uh, what the many opportunities and uh, challenges going to be as more and more devices start to join the Internet of Things. Yeah, we are trying to understand them, different opportunities. Then at the same time, uh, for now, the best thing uh, we can do is to educate ourselves and about current technologies, current trending informations in the world, and everything which has gone extinct, and it can change our lives. Stop talking about different things which cannot come to life. With the I.O.T, with the big data, with the cloud computing, with the maybe fog computing, all these applications will come true, and you'll understand them with time, and this is the best which we can understand now. Best of luck. I wish you the best. Please don't forget to subscribe to P.O. Patrick Okiror. The subscribing button is just down there. Just see the red button and tap on it, and don't forget to turn the bell icon so that I drop the next video for you guys. Thank you for watching. We love you, and I love you too.